You've probably seen this stacking card effects all over Dribble or in those fancy Framer demos. I've always wanted to build something similar but without using Framer Motion, or any big animation libraries. Just a pure HTML, CSS, and a little of vanilla JavaScript. I'm going to show you exactly how to make it step by step. Here is what we are going to build. As you scroll, each card sticks in place for a moment, then gently scales down and shifts, while the next one slides in on top. It's smooth, lightweight, and fully responsive. Let's build it together. Let's start with the HTML. I'm keeping this simple. Here I have three main sections: a hero at the top, the stack of cards in the middle, and the footer at the bottom. The hero and the footer don't actually do anything for the stacking effect itself. They are just here so our demo has some breathing room above and below. The real action happens in the middle. That's our cards container. Inside it, I've got 5 card elements. Each one has an icon, a heading, and short block of text. Each card also has 2 important things we will refer to later: the card class for CSS styling and the data.js attribute that our JavaScript will hook into. Each card is styled so it can stick to a fixed position as you scroll, but only until the next card arrives to push it out of the way. That's what gives the stacking illusion. We give the container extra button space so the last card isn't awkward cut off when you scroll all the way down. The card itself has position sticky with top 10 VH. The VH unit is short for viewport height. The VH allows you to size the element relative to the height of the browser window. It keeps the card holds its spot on the screen until the next one slides over it. It also has transform default. It starts at full size with no offset. It has transition, makes the scaling and movement smooth when JavaScript triggers the changes. We will have a look at it later. It also has the transform origin, so it keeps the shrinking centered and balanced. The large vertical gap between cards is what creates the stacked, overlapping reveal effects. To make the stacking visually clear, each card has its own gradient background with the z-index property. The higher the z-index value, it makes the card above the one behind it, and so on for each layer, with a unique color so the stack's progression is easy to see. Now, here is where it goes from sticky cards to stacking cards. The CSS makes each card stick, but the JavaScript is what makes them interact, shrinking and sliding out of the way when the next card approaches. First, we grab all the cards on the page using the custom data.js card attribute. Using the data attribute, keep our JavaScript hooks separate from CSS classes. This is our main update function. It's a job to measure where each card is on the screen, detect when the next card is getting close, smoothly shrink and shift the current card to create the stacking illusion. Inside the function, we first figure out 2 things: the height of the browser viewport right now, and the second thing, where each card sticks 10% down from the top of the viewport. Then we loop through every card. Each one starts at full size with scale 1 and no movement, the neutral state before overlap. If there is another card below, we first find it, measure how far its top edge is from the viewport, define 2 marks after. When we start shrinking, the overlap threshold is when we start shrinking about 80% of the current card's height visible, and the max overlap, how far the shrink or the shift will go, and it is about 85% of the card's height. When the next card's top edge crosses our threshold, the overlap amount is how far into the current card space the next card has moved, and the overlap progress is a smooth value between 0, which is no overlap at all, and 1, which is the maximum overlap. As overlap increases, shrink the card up to 15% smaller and push it down slightly using the translate vertical space and side away using the translate horizontal to give it effect we want. Finally, we apply the calculated transform so the movement happens smoothly as you scroll. We want to update the effect on scroll so movement matches the scrolling. Also, we wanted to update on resize so positions adjust if the window changes, and run it once at the start so it fires immediately to make sure everything is in place. And that's it. No frameworks, no heavy libraries, just a pure HTML, CSS, and some of the JavaScript. You've now got a slick stack and card effect you can drop into any project, fully lightweight and completely yours. I've put the full code on GitHub so you can copy it, tweak it, and make it your own. Link is in the description. If this gave you an idea or taught you something new, hit like so others can discover it too, and subscribe for more bit-sized, no fluff web animation tutorials.